Good morning, gang. Happy Sunday morning. Yes, I know it's not first thing in the morning. I decided to sleep in today. Okay. So, yeah, I'm entitled to that every once in a while. So, kind of going on through. So, here it is. It's the first week of February, and for half the country, at least the southern half of the country, spring is starting to come about. Mrs. P and I were out yesterday, and our tulips are coming up. Our crocuses are already coming up. Daffodils are coming up. So yeah, that's the signal that around here at least it's time to start getting stuff going. Okay. Now, sure, there's places where there's a ton of snow on the ground. I get it. You guys are just gonna have to wait till you see the same signals, but I can only tell you what I got going on here. The other thing we have to watch this year is weather patterns. Okay. And if you've paid attention to what's going on around the country, California today, Southern California at least, is getting pummeled with rain. They're expecting up to 8 inches of rain in some places around LA. Okay. The Midwest is getting, or I'm sorry, the Great Plains are getting soaked. Florida is getting soaked today. We're going to have, at least what's predicted, a very wet spring across most of the country. So you need to take advantage of some of the nicer days to get some of the stuff done. Now, for those of us who are having warmer weather, I mean, it's like 30 degrees right now. It's 9 o'clock when I'm recording this. It'll be up near 60 by midday. This is the time when we need to start doing some of the early prep for our gardens. Okay. And sure, there's some things that you're going to start your seedlings already. I mean, as you guys know, I've already started my cabbage, things like broccoli or cauliflower or something like that. You know, in my area, it's time to start. In a couple of weeks, I'll be starting my pepper seedlings already. Peppers grow really slow. So, in order to have a harvest come August, late July, early August of peppers, they need to start now. Okay, this is what you look at in the way of timing. But so, what are you doing right now to get your food growing? Well, this is the time, believe it or not, and I've explained some of this before. This is the time where you want to go out and hit your garden with your triple 13 or your 10 10 10 or whatever, not when you plant the plants. Okay, you want that fertilizer to get a chance to work into the soil. It's slow release fertilizer, and I always laugh when people are fertilizing at the same time that they're putting their first bits of fertilizer when they're planting. By the time that stuff is starting to get effective in your soil, season's over. Okay, I mean, it'll take that slow release fertilizer, 3 to 6 months to completely break down and get into your soil. By then, you're done. Okay, so you're just putting that fertilizer on there and it's doing nothing, and then it just gets washed away in the winter. Now is the time to put it on. The soil amendment fertilizer that I talk about all the time that I use, okay, coffee grounds, eggshells, chicken bones, banana peels, that sort of stuff. Now is the time to put that on the soil. Let that start working in. The worms, the bugs, and everything like that are going to start getting a little more active as the weather warms up, and this is what they're going to eat and in turn into worm poop. Okay, good fertilizer. Y'all know about having worm beds and things like that. If you're going to plant fruit trees, this is the time to do it. Okay, not wait till spring. You want to give those trees a chance to get their roots established now before the growing season starts. You put them in now, they've got 8 weeks or whatever to really grow some roots. So when it's time to start leafing, the roots are already there to gather those nutrients. Those are things that need to be done right now. Something else with your fruit trees, things like that. Now is the time to mulch them. Okay, you want to keep those roots, new trees, old trees, whatever. Want to keep them moist so they can grow. Now, of course, if it's pouring rain like California or Florida or something, you don't have to worry about keeping moist. But not everybody's going to get dumped on like that. You know me. I mean, I've had periods here where we've gone 60, 90 days without any significant rain. You need to be able to keep moisture in, and the mulch will definitely do something. The whole idea is to grow fruit on your fruit trees, right? So you need to be able to keep that moisture there so they can continue to grow, because it's not going to be too long till those fruit trees start flowering, and then pray to God we don't get cold weather and kill all the buds. But they're going to be able to need to get that fertilizer, those nutrients, that moisture out of the ground. So any fertilizer, if you're using Job's plant stakes for fruit trees or something like that, now is the time to put it in. Now is also the time to go and prune anything that needs to be done. If you've got raspberries or, like me, muscadines and stuff like that, now is the time to prune them before the growing season starts. Get off those old canes off your raspberries or anything. So, raspberry canes fruit once. That's it. Once there's been fruit on that branch, okay, it's done. So cut those out and leave an open canopy for more. So time to start getting some of this stuff done. I know it's the beginning of February. It's cold at night. Okay, the plants live at night, guys. They're outside. We may not like going out there. They don't have a choice. So doing something you can to help them grow on along. Then, of course, this is time when you want to start taking inventory of what you're going to need from the store. Do you need tools? Do you need soil? Okay, you're going to start seeing the garden centers opening up and getting so you can get your peat moss or whatever you need to make your seed starting mix. Okay, I mean, you guys have seen, I talk about it every spring about making your own seed starting mix. There's a video in the gardening playlist to do it and save yourself 95% of the cost of buying pre-made seed starting mix. It's easy. Go do it yourself. Okay. If you need to get your plug trays, anything like that. If you're looking to get heat mats or grow lights or whatever, get them now. Why? Well, I mean, like I talked about the other day about shipping. Amazon, 2 to 3 day shipping is now 2 to 3 week shipping. Now, if you order your stuff today, maybe you're lucky and you'll have it by the end of February. Okay, and by then you've got half of your seedlings already in dirt. So, give you that as an idea. Okay. The last one I want to talk about is kind of going to be somewhat of a theme for this week. You'll see what I mean as the week goes on. We got some big things coming. But your power, okay? And I mean, what does power have to do with gardening? Oh, I don't know. If you're pumping water out of an IBC tote, if you're pumping water out of a pond, for example, you need electricity for it. Okay? Maybe it's easier when you're going out. Let's say you have an electric tiller or any sort of tool that you need that needs power. Sure, you can run extension cords. Okay. Yeah, I do sometimes. Okay. But running 200 feet of extension cord to run around with the tool is not exactly the easiest idea. You're going to see this week a whole lot of stuff coming out from the power station companies, the generators. And so I'm going to tell you about the first one. This is a 3-day sale that's coming up real quick. This one's for Opus. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And you guys have seen me review many of the different power stations that Opus has. Okay, this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on their website, they will be offering deals cheaper than we've ever seen. The Mega 2 for $1,039. That's 51 cents a kilowatt hour. The Mega 3, $15.99. It's 52 cents a kilowatt hour. The Mega 5, the big one that you've seen me talk about, okay, $23.99, 48 cents a kilowatt hour. Now, depending on what you need it for. Do you need it for the house? Do you need it for the garage? Do you need it for the yard? You know, trust me, when it comes time spring for me, when I'm running around in the side-by-side hauling stuff and doing stuff, there's a generator in there with me at all times because I never know where I'm going to need to plug something in, okay? And it just makes it a hell of a lot more convenient. Now, I also get the fact that, you know, $1,000, $2,000, you know, not everybody's just going, hey, not me, going, gee, how would you like that, 10s or 20s? Okay, you can just pull out your wallet. But, you know, don't forget about the Opus Help program. A lot of you guys have participated in that, and Opus has graced you with a generator of one size or another. So, you know, participate in that one, you know, if you can too. Go read the reviews on their website, and you'll see there's a whole bunch of people said, you know, they found out about the program on this channel. So, you know, take a look at that. You know, if you need something, or you know somebody that needs something, or your school needs something, you know, for some sort of power, any sort of charitable organization, talk to them. Opus is by far the most charitable generator company that I work with. Okay, I can't speak for every one of them because there's countless amounts. I don't even know all of them. Okay, but all I know is they make a good product and they are good people. So, at a good price. So it works for me. That being said, Opus, to promote this sale, is giving away to one of you guys a 2400 watt generator. Okay, so we will do a drawing for this on Tuesday night's live stream, 8 o'clock Eastern. Must be present to win, as always. Again, we are limited to the folks in the lower 48 for this one. So, sorry Canada, sorry Alaska, sorry Hawaii. I can't do anything about it. Okay. I've had enough problems. That's the Christmas deal. I had enough problems trying to send something to Canada. We finally got the Christmas gift done last week, between coming back and forth and not being able to work and postage and, yeah, who knows. Okay, so we'll get it here. But so we're going to give away a Opus 2400 tomorrow night, or Tuesday night, not tomorrow. And in order to enter, you will need to put in the comments below on this video only, the state in which you live in and your favorite spring flower. Okay, put those two things in there. Tuesday night, we will do the drawing with the random comment picker like we always do. We'll pull a name. That person will have 3 minutes to acknowledge that they are, in fact, there at the live stream, and they will win, and we will send everything off to Opus. So that's it. But guys, it's time. It's ready, and y'all know what's coming this year. I mean, you don't have to be hidden anywhere, and unless you completely got your head in the sand, you realize that food ain't getting cheaper, and with flooding in California, that could mean food ain't coming, period. You know, who knows what these storms do if they start washing out farmland, flooding it, no good. You know, it's going to cause the price of food to go up and make shortages potentially. Okay? You alleviate that problem by growing your own. I don't care if it's a small garden. I don't care if you do it in boxes, buckets, whatever. Plant something, because everything that you plant is one less thing you have to buy. And the one thing I know under Joe's economy that none of us have enough of is money. Do something about it. Have a good one. Pinball out.